Umpire Tim O'Shea has the ball up and he will let rip with a telling bounce. And that he does. That is as good as a bounce you'll see in these conditions today as the ball's hacked out of there, hacked forward there by the Tigers, up towards half forward, taken here by Giles. The Roos now with a kick up towards the commentary wing. A good one-on-one contest. This will be an important one to win at that. It's won there nicely there by Reeves. Handball's back over the top, goes 1-2 with Reeves. Just a little bit of too much pep on that one there. A couple of changes from last week's team. The Tigers welcome in Pat Turner, as we mentioned, a full forward. Andy Hollis is out. The Roos have made 3 changes with Finn, Thomas and Stone in for Sloan, Tanti and Lanthios, as it's taken out of there by the ruck there in Jake Goldsmith, and a very imposing figure. He's kicked 19 goals on the board this year, and his counterpart Simpson has kicked just the one. Anzac Day, had the pleasure of calling that one. He took that out of a ruck contest. I've spoken of one of those goals you just don't forget. So the ball comes out to Giles. Handball's back up to the corridor now. McLaughlin settles now. Handball's now to his teammate there in Jacobs. He's had a really good final series here for the Kangaroos. Foot race on the outer side there. It's Travaglini there. He tries to outmuscle his opponent there in a good one-on-one contest, but a hold. Umpire Tim O'Shea in perfect position. We'll see a free kick on the outer side. As the ball goes up towards half forward now. Strong mark taken there by the Kangaroos. As the ball pushes deep inside the forward 50. Now the Tigers through Fife. The ball goes out of bounds. Mandurah throw in. We're just over 2 minutes gone here, first term. QAFL preliminary final football. Christian, your host this afternoon. It's terrific being in your company wherever you may be watching around Australia. This is the biggest ticket in town and we are thrilled to be with you. As a free kick for a takedown tackle, so it'll go to the Tigers. It's a good chance these first few minutes. I mean, it's as cliche as what you'll find, but it's just given a chance to settle each other out. The Tigers now with a booming kick up towards the outer wing now. Strong mark taken here by the Roos. See a lot of the play played over there. If it comes out to this side, we'll see the wind carry that ball a few extra metres. As Simpson now, an unorthodox kicking style there for the Kangaroos. Inside the forward 50, who's there at ground level, handballed up, was looking for the intended target there in Hill. Tigers now under siege, hacked around the body there from Robinson. Inside the forward 50, good spoil there on Stevens as the ball trickles out towards the boundary line, and that we will see a throw in there. Charlie Lang was involved in that spoil there. 3 minutes gone. First term QAFL Senior Preliminary Final Football. The winner going on to play Broadbeach in next week's decider at Southport, and we are all chomping at the bit, but we've got a good show set before you in front of us now. Before we get there, the final jigsaw puzzle piece as we have another stoppage. Umpires have done an outstanding job in these early stages, as Sam Somerville have seen many of his games across the year and generally excited for him as a kick is hacked out of there. As Scollard tries to appeal for the free kick, the umpire is saying he's having none of it there, and Jacob Kenny just jogs back into position. He's going to have the tough job on Scollard, but that good one-on-one contest there is perhaps a sign of things to come. Scollard has kicked the first goal of the first 2 finals for the Kangaroos, so we don't condone betting, but third time's a charm. Could be formidable there. Lovely tackle there. Is hacked out of there. Stevens, left foot kick. And it bounces through for a goal. Terrific goal there from Michael Stephen. That's his first. See this beautiful work here. Michael Stephen on the left. Opposite foot, outstanding goal. So 5 minutes gone, first term QAFL preliminary final football. Stephen there, ever the opportunist. That is his 15th goal for the season. He's been playing some good footy across finals. Same can be said for probably 30 players across both teams here today is on the bounce. We'll have a restart there. As I mentioned before the game, probably a 2 to 3 goal advantage going the other way. The Roos have been the better starters in all their finals matches so far as the Tigers try and break the way. No prior opportunity there, said the umpire. Now as McLaughlin pumps the ball up towards left half forward now. Good use of the body there from the Tigers defence. Wrapped up straight again, no prior opportunity. We'll see a ball up there. You can see this there, bang, great tackle. That will be the general format of the day. You get the ball, you strip of it straight away. It's going to be a hot ball for most of the contest as Giles handballs it out there for the Kangaroos, picked off there by Robinson as they look to go back inside the forward 50 up towards the top of the square now. Here's a chance for the Kangaroos at ground level, hacked out of there by the Tigers. But it's to no avail, and Whaley found himself parked all alone. Spears the ball inside the forward 50. Rolled over in the contest there, so we will see a stoppage about 30 metres out from goal. So the Tigers' defence has been under siege. McMahon there got the task there on Warren. Look at some of the other players there for the Tigers, Carter as well. As they look to shovel it forward, trying to draw the free kick, not forthcoming there was Osborne as the Roos go back inside the forward 50 and Lang takes a mark. Lockie Lang here for the Roos. Outstanding. So Lockie Lang here, kicked 2 goals last week. Question of accuracy is just stuck at home. And the Roos are on the board again. They're 2 straight 12 lead Labrador yet to score. 7 minutes gone, first term QAFL senior preliminary final football here at Labrador. And what a day we've had, what a start we've got. And Lockie Lang on the board. As we mentioned, kicked a couple of crucial goals last week in the win over Morningside. Over at Jack Esplin Oval. I'll tell you what, that's an outstanding venue to watch footy, particularly when you've won a premiership as well as Morningside did last year. Now it's up to Labrador. How do they respond here? Their opponents have got hot out of the blocks, and it continues again. A spearing kick inside the forward 50 there. That was from Philo. Roos again maintaining possession. Hill just shovels it up now, sees a couple of teammates coming through. Now the Tigers trying to work their way out of there was Lee Osborne. Kick along the boundary line. Good one-on-one contest, had to come from behind. Chop of the arms there. And Jordan Daniel, front position there against Redcliffe, I should say. So he lobs the ball up to Simpson, who seems to have created a bit of space between him and Jake Goldsmith in the early stages of this one. It's his second uncontested mark on the wing. Ball goes to ground level. Jono Giles, he's taken the ground. He's not making much of an opportunity, but the prior was not even there to begin with. And Charles Ford gets up off the deck after laying a good tackle there as Simpson wins it down the ground. Now he runs straight into a brick wall, and GAWN holding the ball. He forfeited the prior opportunity, then proceeded to run straight in the brick wall. And Robertson now kick up towards half forward. Very good work there from Ben Thomas, back into the team last week. Well, for this week, after his side after the reserves went down last week, kick inside the forward 50. Scollard wasn't impeded there as Lang curls it around the body and curls it around for another. Champagne football, Lockie Lang. Champagne football already here for the Roos. And they have got... Oops. And they are off to the dream start. here. So appreciate your company wherever you may be watching here as the Maroochydore. 3 straight 18 on the board against Labrador. We've yet to score, yet to get out of the starting blocks. As the Roos again with a clearing kick up towards the outside of the ground. Hills bowled it over. Here comes Governor with a left foot mung inside the forward 50. And again, the Labrador, every possession they get in their defensive half is met with tremendous pressure as Thomas corrals his opponent there, and that forces a turnover. So there is a little bit of that perceived pressure already. And here's McLaughlin. He was absolutely outstanding last week for the Kangas. Looking for Scollard inside the forward 50 now. Lang tries to spin out of the tackle. Umpire was in good position. He said it was knocked out of the contest there. So play on. Up towards the commentary wing here. Going back nicely here is Burry. Up towards the corridor again. They are utilising this side of the ground to perfection here, the Roos. A kick into space. Scollard has been the intended target a couple of times. They've now drawn 2 players to him now, Labrador. Out towards the outer side. Here comes, that wasn't Thomas, that was Fleming. Left foot kick inside the forward 50. Looking for Stevens, got him. Michael Stevens. And he will have a chance at goal number 2. Lang has got 2. He's going for his second. Aim for the right-hand goal post and watch it drop through to the left. It should actually suit his action. We're not just here for our good looks, although he has drilled that to perfection, Michael Stevens, and the Kangaroos have got the dream start. Teamwork makes the dream work, as the cliche goes. And perfect positioning there. And that's the beauty about being on that side of the ground as well for a right footer. You only just have to, you let the breeze do the work there. So 4 straight. Who would have thought coming here today that this was going to be the score line 13 minutes into the first quarter? I don't think anyone would have thought this at all. Perhaps, especially kicking into, well, the breeze, if you can say that it's having much of an impact at all. And what opportunities he may get rid of the ball there as Pierce Hanley finally gets onto the disposal count, and now the Tigers will have a chance through Redcliffe. So this to just restore some order to proceedings here at Labrador. Almost directly in front. He's utilising that breeze and it's missed. Could see he left it. He had a bit of work to do there, but 23 points to spread, 14 minutes gone, or nearly 14 minutes gone. Kethrow. Now the Kangaroos there, across right half back, out towards centre wing. Here's a good contest now, with Goldsmith winning down to ground there for Labrador. Ball there on the outer side. Lang tries to come in to exert his presence here on the contest, and they'll bottle it up. And the umpire will have nothing more to do other than throw the ball up there. And you can see the fans here enjoying the weather. 26 degrees here on the Gold Coast. Perfect for football. And we appreciate everyone joining in, not just in Queensland here, but it is the hottest ticket in the country at the moment, this one. Only live, free State League football that you can watch today in the afternoon. As Goldsmith puts the ball inside the forward 50 and almost taking courageous mark there, the Kangaroos, but they've got some numbers out here on this outer half back. Handball there from Stone, who's back in the team this week. Finds Jackson Burry. Gets it over now to Hill. He's having a, oh sorry, that might be Jacker. He's having a bit of an impact here. It was Jacker. He's a left and a right footer. Scholar taken high, blindsided by the umpire, taken high on the other side of the shoulder. So he's made to earn it. He'll have his opponent wear him like a glove today. Jacob Kenny. Right foot kick up towards half forward. Lands in front of Robinson and Bradley Carter here as we see this nice tackle there, unfortunately. Not going the way there of Labrador. Definitely made to earn it. Andrew Throw in here, just tried to milk it there, Stevens. Sock it off the ground there. Should have just picked it up in that instance there, Goldsmith. Hill, he's taken over the boundary line. You see that's just falling to ground there, but that's the pressure here from Goldsmith. Labrador, we've highlighted already across the first 16 minutes of play. They're getting the ball across half forward or half back, and they're just hesitant to, every time they pick up the ball, they're under tremendous pressure straight away. So we'll have another throw in here. That gives you an idea of what this breeze is capable of doing today. The wind is basically, as soon as the ball goes up, it's chopping it down and bringing it back towards us. There we go, good use of the body. Both ruckman, it's cleared now. Here comes a chance for the Tigers there. Simpson, one of the players we highlight at the start of the game. This is their most promising start. And he's penalised for holding the ball. Free kick there goes against Jesse Travaglini. Come the Roos, they've got the assistant here in Stone, 24-1. 6 versus first on the ladder at the end of the home and away season. Did not expect this start at all. Kicking into what has been the defensive end, if you could probably call that. Kick up towards Stone again here for the Kangaroos. Big contest now. Working hard there was Charles Ford. Dished out now, but the Kangaroos on so many occasions have got some extra numbers, and will they take the advantage? Yes, they won't. How does that work? We're not too sure, but see this tackle. Bang! Cop that. Matt Lee. Hope you got some interest on that one as well. So here's a chance for Lee. Goal to play on there. Kick inside the forward 50. Ford drops the mark. Player drops the opportunity there. That was Travaglini, who couldn't quite pick it up there at the crucial stage, and we'll see a ball up in what is considered the just a bit of a dark side for our viewing team here today. But needless to say, it's just that one spot, and you've got it for this point in time. As the Roos now, McLaughlin, what a start to this game he's had. Right foot kick along the outer side. Tigers with some extra numbers. Robinson, what an impressive start to he's had. Hill, McLaughlin, Robertson, Hill, Lang, all the big names are stepping up to the plate here for the Roos. Kick up to Scollard. He's having to chase the ball outside 50. Here's a chance. Right foot kick. Just puts it in that 0-30. Took a little bit off it, and Goldsmith goes back and takes the mark. Switches it out here to the commentary side to Matt Lee. In front of Govern. Chips it up now and finds Lee Osborne. He's slowing it down just a little bit as we're approaching time on here in this first term of the 2021 QAFL Senior Preliminary Final. The winner going on to play Broadbeach in next week's grand final at Southport. That ball's just went to 15 as Osborne. I think this is good initiative here from Labrador, because they're just taking the speed out of the contest just for a little bit. But as been on so many occasions here for Maroochydore, their defensive players have actually played in front. As Simpson now, he's had 3 marks on the wing. It's probably a season's best for him, up towards Scollard. Goldsmith was involved in that passage of play. Jacker out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin is just He's like Steph Curry. He's got the hot hands. Get the ball in his hands and good things will happen as Jacob Kenny involved in this passage of play here for the Tigers. A worm-burning pass out to Jacker. Falls a little bit short in. Good recovery. Labrador now along the boundary line. Defensive spoil. Simpson, dribbling kick underground there. Turnover now to Travaglini. Hot footy here on the commentary wing at the moment. You've got the best seat in the house. Here is Jacker. He's one of the fastest players in this competition. Left foot kick, just put on the afterburners there. Good tackle laid there from McMahon. Ball out towards the boundary line. Thomas keeps it in. Good spoil there. Lovely work there. The spoil was laid there on Warren. Here comes Simpson again. Slips out the back now to Jacobs. Jacobs now. And Govan will settle, the captain here for the Maroochydore Kangaroos. If he was on the run, he'd back him. But he decides to let it rip the stone. A bomb. He pulls the trigger from beyond the arc. And it goes through for a rush behind. So 4-1-25 to 1 behind. You see that nice mark there from Govan. Just slowing it down. He knew the intention. Labrador now with a big booming kick. How's the breeze? How's the leg there from the Labrador defence? Up towards the middle of the ground now. But again, the Kangaroos have some numbers. Govan stripped without it. Umpire calls play on now. Stone there on the outer side. Again, just playing controlling football in McLaughlin. If he's not the best player on the ground at the moment, I wouldn't know who, because he has dominated between the arcs so far today. There's a reason that they're inside the forward 50 again. Hill, handball's out now. They're setting up Govan. He'll look to pull the trigger. No, he won't. He'll handball back inboard. Labrador now, got to get that defence work going. And they're working hard. They've got the ball in their possession now. Just had to put on that extra yard now. I think that's that Hanley squeezes the kick up towards Radcliffe on the wing. Again with numbers. And again with Stone. Switches across the outer side. Again with McLaughlin. Has he just got a magnet in his hand? It's just attracted to him as Joshua Philo there. Right foot kick up towards a dangerous spot. Thomas was the player in the gun coming by. Lovely tackle there from Labrador. Okay. Umpire was in perfect position. Got the hand over the top. And yep. And he was in perfect position. So we will see Jake Warren with the free kick. So Jake Warren here had that tremendous spoil laid on him about 3 minutes ago, but he'll have a chance to put this out to five goal lead. It's not going to make the distance, and Scollard is going to take an uncontested mark. So Mitch Scollard here, he'll run around. He's kicked a goal in every first quarter, and he's got it. He's got it. And Scollard's got his first on the board, and Maroochydore, they are rampaging away. That's 3 goal scorers on the board, everyone getting in on the action. That's 59 goals for Scollard. That is almost unforgivable to be able to take a virtually uncontested mark a couple of metres out. I think, in fairness to Warren, he probably thought he had the leg on him as well. But that's the conditions that we've got here today, is that the ball is going to drop a little bit short. The breeze is going to have that impact. You're going to get a longer leg, as we saw from that kick in before from Labrador, where the ball went into the middle of the ground. That gives you an idea of just what this breeze is capable of doing. So the ball brought to ground there by Simpson. And the pack starts to form again. 5-1, 31 to 1 behind. For those who are just joining us, effectively the scoring end is to the right hand of your screen. Maroochydore have flipped the script. And they're riding their own passage here. It's as a footy fan, you can't help but be just stunned with what's unfolding here today. As the ball goes up towards half forward, Warren nicely muscled out of it there by The Labrador defence there in McMahon spots up Pierce Hanley, the former Lion and Gold Coast Sun. Had an outstanding game last week. Tom Reeves, not the first time he's marked around this area of the ground as well. Drop mark there by Matt Lee. Perceived pressure. It's happening all over the ground here for Labrador, and then you get that pressure. So Tommy Simpson, what can he do to fire up his Tiger teammates? Right foot kick. Again, getting so much disposal across half back there, the Kangaroos. Scollard having the attacker turn defender. Had to come from behind. Oh, like a thief in the night, he stole it from behind him there. And Stone will be at the bottom of that pack. Question's got to be asked here at the 26-minute mark. What is Nick Malcheski going to say to his Labrador Chargers at quarter time? You can't go in all guns blazing. Got to stick to the processes. Their defence has been under siege, but their forward pressure, or their forward line, has been out of position. They'll go inside the forward 50 now, and a free kick for a push. So Bryce Radcliffe, Redslake I should say, will have a shot at goal. So he must kick this one. This is the understatement of it. They cannot afford to be 5 straight down at quarter time. This is a moment. It'll be so integral how this one unfolds. It's coming back nicely. It's going straight through the middle. He tried to do it the first time, was unsuccessful. Second time's a charm, and he's got his first on the board. And that's his 30th goal of the year. Terrific kick from outside 50, pulled the trigger. You could just see there, the wind was doing its job to perfection. And he got every single millimetre of that 55-metre kick. There's a change onto the ground. Alex Mackay comes onto the ground here for the Tigers to insert his presence there on Jono Giles in the midfield. And here on the wing in front of us now, we've got Chris Offermans, who started the game on the bench. See how he performs, as we'll have a bit of a restart here. So Southport awaits the winner of this game. I say the venue, not the team. It's a terrific venue as well. Cannot wait for that one. That's a good tackle. And we'll see a restart here. See it on the replay now, lovely work. I think it might have been Offermans too. It's a handball over the top, out to McLaughlin. Has not done a thing wrong all day, up until that point. Ball goes inside the forward 50 here for the Tigers. Foot race on the outer side, but the Roos do have some numbers. And a tackle rolled over, no, in the back. So Patrick Turner, it's just what happens when you're probably not first to the ball in that contest there. But Turner, a very good addition to this team. As we mentioned, kicked quite a few goals this year. Kick along the outer side. Ball comes off hands. Here's a chance for the Roos. Can they get one before quarter time? It's not happening now. So Labrador, they've been sparked to life by that goal from their skipper. So it's Mackay. We mentioned he come on the ground before. Gets it on now to his ruckman here in Goldsmith, who pumps the ball long inside the forward 50. Comes off hands. Again, the Roos with some numbers. And they've also got some space out here if they can clear it out across half back. Their run, McLaughlin. That'll do it. It's Labrador 1-1-7 trailing Maroochydore 5-1-31. We'll go through the goal scorers here for Maroochydore. Lockie Lang has kicked 2 to Michael Stephen and 1 to Mitch Scollard, while Bryce Redcliffe has kicked the only goal for Labrador.